In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Anton Daniels. Brother, do you know when you present yourself on YouTube, you expose yourself to the world? So look for criticism and constructive criticism, because that will definitely follow. Brother, no matter how much money you have, you can't buy courage, integrity, genuineness, or respect. Those are attributes that must be earned through the struggles of life. And no one is exempt from those struggles. Brother, you seem like you're bitter, you hollow, and you are insecure. That insecurity stems from your childhood. Now, I don't know you. I'm just going by what I see on television. And sometimes people are like an empty glass. You can see clean through them. What I see is bitterness, hollowness too. But what I want to touch on is bitterness and insecurity. That insecurity stemmed from childhood. When you were a child, it's probably little girls that you seen that you wanted to be your little girlfriend. You wanted them, but they didn't want you. The little boys that you wanted to hang around was probably little rough little dudes in the community. You probably wanted to hang around them, but didn't have enough courage. And you wasn't built like that. So you didn't have enough courage to hang around them. And the result of that came that rejection produced self-hatred on a high level. So now you in a position where God has blessed you to make money. Now you have money, you can influence the weak. Because only the weak is going to listen to what you say. A strong heart is going to correct some of the things that you say, because some of the things you say is completely out of alignment and out of order. You have a YouTube platform that you use today to get back at those children and those brothers that rejected you as a child. So the first chance that you get to condemn our sisters, you do. Or you call it, I like to shame them. Or the brothers is dusty. You know, everybody got an opinion of what somebody say. But when you in alignment with truth, it's really nothing that a person can say. But when you speak from a position of self-hatred, people recognize that. They recognize it, brother. We not where we should be, the black man and black woman, but we not where we used to be. People are becoming more conscious of what's going on today because we are starting to read and learn. Knowledge is power when it's put into motion, but you have to have the right system of knowledge to know your place. Brother, the most inspirational stories that I have read been stories where a brother or sister make mistakes and they rebuild themselves out of the ashes back into a successful position in life. Those are the most inspirational stories that I like to read because that's my audience. Everyone make mistakes, brother. Anton Daniels, use your platform for a positive end. Use that to build black people and the sisters. Because if you was genuine about your marriage and you have more options and it was genuine, you wouldn't use your marriage as a tool to condemn somebody else that's not married. You wouldn't use that as leverage to say, ah ha ha, look at me and look at you. Brother, you speak truth mixed in with your delusional concepts that you have. And I want to make something clear. You're not a voice to black men and black women. You're a voice to the white man who trained you. And it's just that simple. Because you will not have an audience of white people and condemn them the way you condemn our sisters and brothers. You wouldn't do that. You would never do that because you don't have the courage to really fight against the real enemy. Everybody take blows at us, even ourselves. And it's common to destroy him because everybody else do. So why not let me get in and kick some stones on him? I don't kick stones on my people. I don't kick dirt on them. We're already dead. We coming up out of that. We striving for light and life. So let me get this clear. You're a voice for your family, but you're not a voice for black men and women. So no matter what white people have told you, then stroke your ego and say that you's a good man and you doing the right thing. Because when you do the right thing in America, and it's truly the right thing, America goes against you. They definitely do. So be careful who give you praise. Be careful of that. because you could be getting praise from the enemy. And today we know exactly who the enemy is. It's no mixed message in that. That's what it is, Chief. So, get that out your mind, that you're a voice for our people. And I'm gonna play a clip. And I want black people, my brothers and sisters, I want you to hear this clip, and I want you to ask yourself, is this one of our representatives in our community that speaks for us? Listen to this clip, and I'll be right back at you.
Was a blessing. I believe that we had an opportunity to really appreciate Trump, which is one of the reasons why he won again. He's also made history in beating two presidential candidates that were women from the Democratic side, first being Hillary Clinton and now Kamala Harris. But I think that we've had an opportunity to appreciate and see what we were missing out on from Trump and being able to suffer through 2020 through 2024. Now we have a new era. It is about to be January 20th, 2025. Very, very soon. We will be anointing and at his inauguration, seeing the transition away from Biden.
That's what you said. Those was your words. Brother, do you think that you're strong enough to represent the black man? I think that you are intelligent enough to know that you're not. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. Yes, he is. However, Donald Trump represents that white men can do anything that they want to do and get away with it. This is a man who incited a riot inside of the White House. And you still speak about the benefits of what we gonna get from Donald Trump. Brother, you will only do as much as you have been taught. He who prescribes your diameter of knowledge also controls your circumference of activity. You are only going to do what your master has trained you to do. You are a black man with a white head attached to your body. So any chance that you get to condemn a black woman or black man, you do so. And you get off on this. Because like I said earlier in this video, that stemmed from your rejection as a child. That resulted into self-hatred. You will not talk to a white audience and condemn them the way that you condemn black people. And you're really harsh on the black woman. See, we must understand that when it really comes down to black women, that's our body. That's our race. And yes, we need work on our race like everybody else do. However, the man is responsible for the woman. You have a lot of no good women out here because there's a lot of no good men out here that made that woman like that. However, the black woman also must hold her responsibility as well of conducting herself in a virtuous manner. It works on both ends. However, the responsibility still falls on the black man. We are the protectors. We are the providers. That's the role that God gave us. It's never in a reverse where she does that. God gave that to man for him to bear. So when it come down to destroying us in public, it's time out for that, man. It's a new day today. It's a new black man, a new black woman being raised up right in your midst. So you talk that slavery talk, that slavery teachings, man. When you open your mouth up, you condemn it. And the only time that you do praise a black man, if it's at the advantage of doing something for a white woman. Like when a brother was getting married, you spoke highly of him because he was marrying a white woman. See, brother, you don't have to put your people down to be accepted amongst white people. You don't have to do that. And they actually look at you as a clown behind closed doors because they know in reality, they really can't even trust you. So putting our people down in public makes you really look very hollow and insecure. And the position that you hold it really speaks clearly for itself. But I guarantee you this not challenge you on this. The same way that you put the black woman down and call the black man dusty and put him down. Find some of the things that white people do to black people and get that same crowd of white people and let me see you condemn white people for what they have done to us in front of the world. Let me tell you something, Negro. You don't have the heart to address the real problem. You hitting something that everybody else is hitting. And we have accepted it, so we have been conditioned to accept this abuse. So you continue to abuse and shame your own people. And if you notice, the women that's up there on stage with you point out valid points. But you got people that's up there with you that you control because of money. You can never do us like that, champ. We're going to speak the truth regardless of circumstances, and we're going to identify falsehood regardless of circumstances. We're going to address it accordingly. You can't control us. God controls us. Allah controls us. And I'm going to say before I end this, if your marriage, if you had options, would you be with your wife? If she had options, would she be with you? And if you did have options, when you married her, it would have been genuine. And when you marry somebody and it's genuine, you don't use your marriage, like I said earlier, as a tool to condemn somebody else that's not married. That's lame. That's lame. That's lame. Because if you genuinely love your woman and she genuinely love you, you're going to set the example that this is how black men supposed to move. Not, look at me, I married you not. So that means that you got the wrong people and I did. Man, that's hollow and insecure, champ. That's hollow and very insecure. And I'm speaking to you from a man to another man. You use your platform to condemn. Now you got a platform now where you can get all your get back, or what you wanted to say when you was little, now you're saying it as an adult. I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Anton Daniels. Even if you wasn't married and you had options because you had money, because you got money, the women would still be around you just because of your money. And you know why, brother? Because you hollow on the inside. See, I'm gonna tell you something. The difference, because love has no color. It has no color. And love don't have no way how a person looks. If a person is genuine from the inside, he can touch the world. Believe that. Biggie Smalls, may God bless his soul, may not have been the standard of how what they call a handsome man would look, according to how they look at the person. But Biggie Smalls had a lot of sisters, even at a young age, because it's one thing that he had was charisma, and he had a soul that was connected to his people. So when you connected to your people, the world, our people accept you, man. You speaking from a standpoint of a slavery teacher, a slavery speaker. That don't resonate in the hearts of real people, bro. And the people that you have around you are people that you know, so you never really being challenged with what you're talking about. And just because people agree with you don't necessarily mean that you're right. Absolutely not. I give you a challenge, Mr. Anton Daniels. The same way you condemn our brothers, our sisters and brothers in the audience, and try to condemn the sisters up on stage, get a panel of white people up in there and get a white audience and look at all the things that they have done to us, the killings, everything that they have done to us, because the list can go on forever. Get a list of what they have done to us and speak about them how you speak about us. I guarantee you won't. Because like I said, he who prescribes your diameter of knowledge also controls your circumference of activities. And that's all I really got to say to you, brother. I know one thing for sure, it's time out for us to keep condemning each other. When you go on YouTube now, it's nothing but negativity on there. We talking about somebody, we condemning somebody, we pivoting on somebody's weakness and put it on YouTube. YouTube has become a shit show. And it's us doing it to each other. We don't fight nobody else when we fight ourselves and condemn ourselves. I don't respect black men to do that. Because you'll get around the president, you'll get around white men in authority, or you get around the common white man and you will act like a little boy. You will laugh at things that's not even funny. You will act like a little damn boy. But then you come around black people and puff your chest out like you somebody that you know that you're not. Money can't buy you courage. Money can't buy you integrity. Money can't buy you genuineness. And money cannot buy you respect. Them are things, like I mentioned earlier, you have to earn through the struggles of life. This message is for you. And you might say, who am I? I'm Kabir, legend Muhammad. That's who I am. In that order. Peace.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're
It's
not
the
gonna do that.
guys that don't have nothing that
We're
get
not
all
gonna
of the
do that.
box. The thing about it is
Do you
that
believe
now,
that?
no, now that I'm up, y'all don't qualify. That don't matter no more.
Who don't qualify?
I'm the person, I'm the personification of what a black man is supposed to be.
Oh, that was cute.
No.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?